So y'all
I
got
know he just went over some good shit too.
yep. Only y'all got the nuggets, nobody else.
Yeah.
So whoever made the call, y'all should have made the call. Yeah, but this is it. And for the people, we forgot to click record. I am showing Tanya how to pull really any type of liens at the county level in DFW because that's who she calls on. That's her market right now is Dallas. So Tanya, like I said, grab that website from the chat and kind of play around with it. And also Collin County, I'm there. So please utilize me. Tarrant County, you can do the same thing. And
Colin,
say it again.
you said what was the first county?
I got you. Hold on. And then I guess we could also add. I don't want to overwhelm you, but these I'm listing all the counties that I know that if you set like if you focus on, you do pretty damn well in. So again, I don't want to overwhelm you though. So just kind of take it at your own speed, you know.
Yeah, no,
This is
I
for
appreciate that.
everybody. This is like I don't this is not just for time like
It's
DFW.
just for me, guys.
Yes, only Tanya. Nobody else, okay? Jeez, get out of DFW. There's so much money to be made in this damn market. I, we can't all make it. Oh, like look at this one, like Irving City. Irving City put a lien. This one seems to be like so. This is when people ask me like, how do you find water shut off in Dallas and the
Hmm.
DFW or really in Texas? This because water shutoffs are not um public. Sorry, the water sector in the state of Texas is not publicly owned. It is privately owned. Therefore, they actually don't have to share that information. Like, for example, in the state of Georgia, most counties is publicly owned the water. Therefore, I go to the county and they gotta give me those records when I request them. As to where Texas is privately owned, so you gotta find the liens that they put on properties. The city will put a lien on you. And it'll look like this. And instead of saying real estate lien for mowing of the lot, it'll say like real estate lien securing costs for utilities or something like that. And then down here it'll get more specific, like this person owes water bill this much, and you're like, okay, this is a water shut off. Um, so yes, you can get really creative here. Once you learn, I'm not gonna sit here and tell you all the names, and I'm just gonna let you kind of like play around with it, learn it yourself. But once you learn all like, because this looks super intimidating. Where's it at? Before it was showing like when it's showing like 1,000, like an insane amount.
It was like 5,000 something.
Like a lot of people will see that they'll be like, okay, I'm not gonna do this anymore. So like you can get, you can just do lean, and then at some point you're like, okay, really the only things I really care, like hospital liens, I don't really get, I don't give a like, I don't care. I look at federal tax, child support, maybe. I haven't had the best. I have not had, but I'm gonna say this. I'll shut myself in the foot because I don't think I've marketed to them long enough to say I haven't had good experience like federal tax liens and stuff like that. Another great
So
one. You go ahead.
what's the difference? If you go up, it says federal lien and federal tax lien. What's the difference?
It just how it gets filed at the court, but it's the same thing.
Okay, okay.
It's just a document type. Yeah, it's just sometimes they have like the same two different names for the same thing, but
Okay.
um I don't care about hospital. I care a lot about these right here. Um, where did it go? Okay, lien. If it says lien or lien affidavit claim notice for sure. Lis pendens, that's pre-foreclosure, but this is not a foreclosure. This is not a foreclosure video. You can get them from there, but There's another website for DFW where there's more accurate foreclosures.
Okay.
So for the liens, yeah, for the liens, I wanted to show you. Essentially, it's the HOA. Where is it? I can't find it anymore. Right here. Assessment lien by homeowners association. These are really good. If you can find, so like, okay, let me look at one. Let me remove the other one that we had ticked off as well. We had another one ticked off. Yeah. Let me just look at HOA liens. And you see when you start filtering it out, it looks a little bit less. Yeah, it's like 54. So okay, I can manage this. Or at least I think I can. And then you really just kind of go in here, you zoom in, and you see that okay, already off rip, the first one, 8 grand. Yes, yes, you go after that. Anything above 5, you go after it. And this happens to be a condominium too, as well. Like, yes, these are good. And so I would just jot this one down. Roseland, whatever, unit 105. Boom, I keep it pushing. And then I say, okay, number two, the other results. 83. Oh, well, this is owned by LLC. I'm gonna keep it pushing. I want people that are only owned by individuals. So like this one right here. Owner is Siwakoti. I'm butchering this one for sure, but Siwakoti Prakanda. I would go after this one. This is the address. But is it
It's
5,000? Yeah.
only 5.
No, 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 it's good. It's 5,000 and
Okay.
above. But that's me, right? Like somebody may be in a market where HOA is actually really cheap. So 5,000, so like 2 grand is actually really a lot. It's just that here in Dallas, 2 grand is probably just like a month behind, 2 months maybe. I want 5,000 and up. That means that you're usually like 3 or 4 months behind HOA, and you about to get foreclosed on by the HOA.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah. So this is where I go to find all of the people that need help. Did you, before I go, because there's a couple more people that I wanted to ask from the poll, before I got to them, Tanya, did you have any particular questions?
Well, no, it's really just pulling a list. I mean, I know last week you did Ninja,
Mhm,
right?
mhm, mhm.
Do you have that recording? I'm trying to,
I do.
I have it set up, but I don't know how to do the automation part.
Got you. Okay.
Like, I don't know how to set it up.
It's so that's a pretty broad question, I will say. Um wh Elaborate a little bit more. What can you
So
not set up?
I don't know how to have the drip campaign go. Like, I have it, I guess it's set up, but I don't know how to push it for it to go.
And activate it. I understand.
Yeah, that.
Yes, I have the recording, and I think that before we go a little bit further on that, I think you will benefit from watching the recording from last week.
Hmm.
Like I mentioned in the chat earlier or a couple days ago, YouTube removed the video.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I have in my plans to edit the video, remove the part where I show the addresses,
Hmm.
which is really just like a few seconds of the video, and then upload it. So I think that you should watch that video, and then it will answer a couple of questions, such as I will not be able to help you with the automations the way that Zach has them set up because I don't use that. I've been using Go High Level before I think Zach started using it, and like I
Hmm.
started using Go High Level in 2021. So I'm like an old dog when it comes to like when it comes to Go High Level. I use it my own way. And per the feedback that I got last week for the people that saw the way that I use it, I think they also enjoy that. So I think that you should before you start activating anything that Zach got, watch the video, be patient with me. It'll be this weekend. I'll upload it, and then if you still have doubts, then maybe we not maybe we are going to do another Ninja Mode call at some point. Just I don't
Where
Okay.
on YouTube are you uploading your videos, Luca?
you you said what?
Where on YouTube are you uploading your
That's
video?
the
Like,
thing. It's weird because it's in a private playlist, so it shouldn't even do
uh,
that. It's not even like publicly shared. Essentially, the only way to get access to the recordings is if you have the link,
If
which
you have the link, right?
yeah, it's private. So I don't know why I did that.
Yeah,
But
because they screen the videos prior, regardless of if it's uploaded to private playlist or not.
oh
So they
yeah,
cover.
and they uploaded it first. It got approved, and then it got taken down. But it's fine. I
Yeah.
I'll edit it. It's just like a few seconds of it, and then Tanya, I'll upload it. But Quinn Nolan, by the way, I'll put his name in the chat. That's somebody that's I don't want to confuse you more, but if you want to go and check somebody out, Quinn Nolan is somebody that's pretty good with like automations and stuff. It may confuse you more, but it maybe not. So I would check him out on YouTube. He's got a lot of go high level stuff. So um yeah, I am going to let's see. Okay, so we have Brittany, AJ, Scotty, so I'm gonna have to take Scotty because I think Scotty was the first one after Tanya. What's going on, Scott?
How you doing?
I'm doing well, man. How you doing?
Good.
Good, good, good. How are you doing? This is your first call, right?
Yes, it is. Yep.
Nice, nice. Well, thanks for joining. What can we help you with?
Thanks
Data
for
wise.
having me. So yeah, I'm just back getting going again. I went to the Escape the Matrix back in October down in Florida. Right now, we have one deal locked up here, and I'm in Syracuse, which is about 4.5 hours from the city. So I say New York, people think the city, but I'm way up in upstate New York.
Nice.
So
Where is the deal locked up at? And like you're up there with you?
yes, yeah, I'm trying to do in my area. I'm not trying to do virtual. I'm trying to do in my area.
Nice. Where in New
Um,
York? Because I know, like, for example, I know a few people that wholesale in Rochester and in Buffalo. Those are
okay, I'm in Syracuse, which is about an hour from Rochester,
nice.
and 2 hours from Buffalo.
Very nice.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I joined this group because I have four boys. I'm a salesman too for my 9 to 5, which gives me a ton of flexibility, which is nice. But also, I was listening to one of your videos before and how it like when you work from home, how kind of you had to be more disciplined.
Yeah.
And like that's where I find myself because like I got back from Return to the Matrix, I was like super pumped, and I actually hooked up with Adele down in Florida,
Oh yeah.
and I'm working with him, and that we're JVing on this deal. But we've had a few deals. One was the deal was in foreclosure. The guy never told us. He kind of like lied to us about it, and that one fell through. And then there was another one like 2 hours from here. It didn't work out. But I just found myself just not being connected, not dialed in. And like you talked about too in that video, where like Zach's group has gotten so big, it kind of just got lost in it. And that's where I found myself up until recently. And I was kind of like just looking around school and stuff. And I seen this group. I was like, this would be great because I have kids. Yeah, I can't get focused. I can't get lasered into where I need to be. So that's where I'm at with it. I'm just kind of just coming back into it again, just getting started again. Um, and I had this one deal, and I don't know. I did go down to like our courthouse, try and get some leads.
Nice.
Got told no. Um, so I'm just kind of like I don't know which direction to go from there as far as to get going again.
For sure. Well, congrats on the deal that's locked up, right? That's number one.
Thanks.
Are you gonna be I missed the last event, which I hate, but are you gonna be at this one in Cali?
I'm not, no.
Okay. Okay. Well, we'll miss you there.
Yeah.
No, man. So what kind of list and what courthouse did you go to try and pull these lists?
To my county, it's Onondaga County is where I went to. Also, too, one thing I should point out is we're an attorney state. So we had a little bit of a hurdle because we had a difficult time finding an attorney that would work with us with wholesale deals. We finally found a guy, I think. We haven't obviously worked with him yet, but it was really difficult trying to find an attorney because we're not a title state.
Yes, I have. I'll get with you as far as an attorney that I know does wholesale deals because I have a partner of mine in Atlanta that does. He's from New York, so he still does it virtually.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really not a big deal at all. Georgia is also an attorney state. I
Okay.
actually like attorney states better because I get to say that, hey, guess who sends me my money? It's an attorney, right? So like, it cannot be more legit than that. You know what I mean? And then if like a seller always, it has an issue, it's like say, hey, go to my attorney. They did it. I just got the funds type of thing. And I love that because it kind of relieves a lot of the pressure off of you. Essentially, if an attorney closed it, that means that everything was legit, right? So Definitely don't overthink it too much. I'm gonna shoot you a couple of people that I know as far as attorneys out there that you'll be able to use.
Okay, appreciate it.
So
Thank you.
yeah, tell me and spell because I'll try to think. What is the county again?
Yep, it's ONONDAGA.
All right. We're gonna see if we can find it online, okay? Because that's what I like to do. I like to see if I can find it online before even trying to go and talk to these people in person. And I am literally, you gotta have to bear with me here because it's the first time I see this website, so I don't know what I'm looking at, but normally I tend to find it. Miscellaneous records, that kind of piques my interest already. So let me click on that. Da, da, da. Okay, did you go and did you do any of this?
Uh,
Located on the second floor of the county
yep,
courthouse.
that's where I was at. Yes.
Wonderful. Okay, so okay, so that's not where I can find it. So then what we're gonna keep doing is unknown dagger, unknown
Yeah, ONONDAGA.
on the public records request. To make a request under the freedom law, form request in electronic. Oh, beautiful. To read the complete FOIL, there's got to be like a link or something. Um, to make a request for existing public records, please complete this form and return it or complete electronic form. Boom. Let me see. Have you seen this website before?
No.
All right, let's keep looking. Um, property tax, maybe not, maybe not. Where can I find? All right, let's see. Oh, wow. You can do warrant search, you can do death records, you can find property tax, inmates. Let's see if we can find what we're really looking for. County clerk, this may be something here, so just keep that in mind. Press release, da, da, da. Okay, let's see what this gives me. Um,
There's that foil.
yeah, I think so, right? Let's see. County clerk document search, that could also be one. There's so many things to play around with. This is where I start getting excited. But here, you can start with this and start making a request and say, please, well, this is it, right? So this is where I would want to learn, okay, and say, well, uh, district attorney, maybe, probably not, the DA, the sheriff's office. I have seen some counties where actually code violations are held at the sheriff's department. It's tough. You're just gonna have to get educated. So you're gonna go to, I don't know, dude, sheriff's office and say, I hereby request a list in XLS or CSV format of all residential properties that have a current active/open code enforcement violation that was open between, and then you kind of tweak your dates in there. Let me see. I'm not gonna do it. Andrew, it is I just saw that message. Onondaga County. Onon. Anyways, all right, so budget, civil rights complaint. There were a few other things. So like county clerk document search. This could be another one. So this is what I would do though, right? I would continue to finish this. For all other FOIL requests, go here. Let's see what that does. Oh, this is it. Because this is okay, okay, okay. Oh, this is my stomping grounds. It's gonna make me make a all right, whatever. I'll make an account. They can get my email.
Hang on, Luca, I got you.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I'm about to post some screenshots for you.
You got like a login or something?
Nope, but I've been able to tailor Gemini to tell me exactly where to go and how to go for any county in
Oh
the
yeah.
US.
Yeah, no, but we're here. We're here. This is the Scott, this is the website. Let me just make my account real quick so I can show you like to finish it off. And I'm gonna show this is gonna accentuate here because then you're gonna be able to this is where you can find all of the request
The code
all of the
violations.
records. Are you kidding me? Matt, what's the zip code? 30022 in Alpharetta? Damn, I'm tripping.
Yeah, that's it. You ain't been here in a minute.
Yeah, be
I'm
here in a
tripping.
minute.
What the hell?
I know.
By
I
the way,
watch my mouth too. I apologize. All right, so select the department. Okay, so this is where it gets fun. You can select the department and you can do the community development, comptroller. This is where you can probably get people that are behind on taxes, comptroller. Environmental health, that could be code violations, but I'm gonna go and say community development is. The law, mental health, parks and recreation, real property tax services, water, environment protection. You could actually maybe request for the code for the water shut off. I don't know, but I'm just gonna do community development, and I'm gonna do the same thing that I just did before, and then just submit it. That's it.
Okay.
To access information on code enforcement, zoning matters, and or certificates of occupancy, submit your request to the specific city clerk, town, or village in which property is located. Okay, so see that the people essentially this portal knows that you're about to go ask for code enforcement. So yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Forget the people in person.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Let me know how it works out though. Like this, I like feedback because again, like this is how I pull it from my markets, but however many counties there are, they're all different. So they
Okay.
all want to
Definitely.
act funny. So what else, man? What else did you want to anything else in particular you want to go over data wise? Because I'm asking because you were one of the voters that voted for data.
Yeah, no, that was it basically. Just and as far as like just a spot to where to get going again, where to start at, and that's a perfect place that you just went over for me to get going again.
Yeah, man, and apply this knowledge to really like if one county uses this, most likely the surrounding counties, Scott, are going to use the same software. Okay.
Okay.
So just kind of get creative and kind of once you get used to this website, you'll know if I feel like you should know how to fish out the other ones for the other counties. So,
Okay. Perfect. Thank you.
yes, sir. I I think Andrew is still in the yeah. What's going on, Andrew?
What's up? What's up? What's up?
No addresses for you because I will not get my video taken down again because of you. Do you hear me?
Look, my bad, my bad. You know,
All right.
we had to test the waters a little bit.
What's going on, man? How you doing?
Life is lifing. Um,
It doesn't stop.
you, I had a very specific question for tonight, and now I can't remember it.
Damn it,
But
dude. You gotta write them down
give me
or put them in the announcements. Like,
I forget, man. I'm ADHD with 6 kids. Come on, I'm doing good to breathe at this point. Um,
yeah, put them
oh,
in the announcements because that is one thing that I do, Andrew, is on the calls. If somebody has like something that they want to ask, I don't expect you to remember it a week from now. Like, right. So like and I'll go back and say, okay, so just keep that in mind if you ever want to jot it down somewhere.
yeah, I'm gonna have to take me a notepad for these things here. Um,
Love it.
I need help, and we don't even have to do it in the group if you don't want to, because I don't want to give away all your trade secrets. But this figuring out which ones on this website that me and you went through that one night, the city website for Augusta, which ones are worth, I'm not gonna say worth, because I'm gonna text them all. I guess figuring out how to prioritize these lists, because that one doesn't tell you which ones are list pendants or notice of defaults or pre-foreclosures or any of that nonsense for good old Augusta. It just has those cases in there. And I tried doing it the way that we went through it and looked at it, but I wasn't having any success so far. And I know that's not relative or anything, but is there anything different that I can do with that website? Any filters that I can throw in there that'll show me these pre-foreclosures so I can make me some money, make
Yeah,
us some money, because I'm gonna share it with you.
let's see. This was the website, right? Let's click here to redirect to the login page.
Yeah, take off the main page at the end. Just leave the .com.
Spark. It has got to be another one that is works. Did you make an account?
No,
Oh
it told me
no,
I had
this
to have
is
a bar number.
no. You're not a court official nor an attorney, so never mind.
Right.
Yeah,
So
no.
it's still freezing on me. So I wasn't sure if you or your team had come up with another website, because it's still doing that thing where if you go to the second page, it goes directory not found.
So the only thing that I'm pulling as of right now out of Augusta, Georgia, is probates. As far as public records for for Richmond County. Okay. So
Okay. All right. Cool.
and the probates, I think I've showed you the Georgia probates
Yep.
website.
Yeah, we went over those, and they just turned water cutoffs back on. They had suspended those for the hurricane, so they just turned those back on. Really, I'm just focused on sticky note and hurricane damaged houses and
Nice.
these code violations and stuff. But you'd be surprised at how delusional people are with a tree in their living room.
With the well, no, because I also hit Augusta and but the problem is, man, is that everybody is also hitting it, so they feel like they're sitting on a gold mine.
Gold.
And that's just
Yeah.
what it is. All right, so let me do this from the website though, real quick that I showed you. So we're gonna do, I don't know, let's just do all. Okay, let's not do all. Well, hold on, let's see if I do this. Oh, okay, I remember this shit. I remember this, dude. I remember this. It kept doing that. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Hold on a second.
I wasn't sure if you were still pulling them or not, and I should have just asked, but I'm going in 10,000 different directions right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get my foot in the door down here. And now that I know that there's two major wholesaling firms here, it's I'm not gonna stop here because it's a great little market, but
Please don't. Because like I said,
gotta
you
find.
really you could just put sticky notes out and it would be a good mark, you know? Hold on a second. So this is what we do. We pull the probates. And as you can see in the last week, last week. So from the 3rd to the 7th, there were this many.
Yep, and they are gonna be on once I just got X Lead started again. So I'm gonna build this automation for these techs, and every single person on this list is about to be on these text lists.
And this is a cool way. Do you know that you can search an X leads from the owner's name to see if they have property in that county?
Yes, I've been playing with it. It's got some good stuff in it. We'll keep playing with it. But it let me see, and that actually hooked me up with a buyer here because I pulled the property and then found him, and then they owned like 6 more properties, and they're actively looking. Just what we've had so far locked up isn't in their criteria.
Right. That feature is really helpful for me. I think Aaron was talking about it to me also yesterday. He used it to verify like a buyer, and he got what we asked to the buyers is like, we need to know, like, what is your LLC name that you take these properties down that you say that you buy all the time, right? So when they give it to you, it's a good sign. And then on top of that, if you go on X Leads or do like a deed search publicly and see that it matches, then you're kind of good to go. But like this right here would be a good way if you can't find if like, hey, does the person that passed away in this case, did they own property or not? You can do that inside of you can do
Actually,
that
instead of
inside
having to go to the
of
tax assessor's website.
instead of instead of the type, right, which is sometimes not as user friendly to use as something like XLeads would be. So I'm gonna have to get back to you about this website because it's we have not been pulling data from this website as of recently. The only thing out of Richmond that I've been pulling is what's it called? The probates. And then let me see,
You can
Augusta,
just leave those to me. I'll take care of it for you.
huh?
I said, you just leave those probates to me. I'll take care of it for you.
Well, yeah. Well, let me see this. I'm about to show you. You should be able to say that shit. Damn.
For anybody that hasn't heard me yet, my first 100 grand is going to Luca because this man has been here answering questions for like the last year for nothing.
Oh, dude, it ain't for nothing. It's not for nothing.
I haven't given you anything yet. A deal that didn't go through. But
But
yeah,
like I'm the first one to say if I can't help you, I won't. And and one thing about me is that I help on my own. Like,
that's true.
sometimes I'll take a little bit longer, right? So I don't expect I never expected anything, man. This right here,
But
bro. Look at this.
what is this?
Forget
What are
everything
you
else.
showing? What is this?
Yeah, this is where you gotta be, man.
Oh, yeah, no, I have this. I do this every other day.
Oh, so what's up? This is it.
This is it. This will get me code violations, water shutoffs, and I use it for uh condemned.
Brother, what more do you
'Cause
need?
I don't know. I had a specific question, but knowing that you don't use that website and it's still down for you, and that's mean at least I'm not doing something wrong. The website's just Augustified.
Well, no, it just seems that like they're serious about this court official, and if you don't have a login, you're just gonna get like, yeah, sure, they make you seem like, hey, yeah, we'll give you access, but really you don't got
But
shit.
not really. Yeah,
Um,
they want money.
they prop or they want you to get a lot, be an attorney or a court official. But no, dude, this is it. You may even be able to find like what were you looking for on this website exactly? Do you remember?
List pendants or notice of defaults. And I've requested those time and again and get told that the court doesn't have them. Courthouse doesn't have them.
Notice of defaults and list pendant in the state of Georgia. So essentially foreclosures. For some reason, there's something about them.
They treat them like Fort Knox.
What? Yeah. Yeah. So
Assuming that gold's really still there, just saying.
finance could be one of them. Mm, no, because I don't think you're gonna find it here because here you're requesting for essentially city records. What you're asking
Yeah.
for, yeah, what you're asking for list pendants and stuff like that is actually just kind of like a lawsuit, right? So
Right.
it's a lender or the bank or whatever that holds that lien, that loan. They're filing a lawsuit against John that didn't pay that mortgage. Maybe law department. I doubt it.
They told me no. So I've all but given up on pre foreclosures in Augusta. And I know that sounds kind of dumb to do, but I just need to get my foot in the door around here and then keep running this market while I branch out to some of these virtual markets and like Columbia or South Carolina are right there over the border.
Yeah, absolutely, man. No, but I got again, beating the dead horse.
Augusta's a great market. I'm not arguing or contending that fact.
There's plenty of work out
I'm
there.
just trying to plenty, especially after that hurricane. Plenty of work to do. Plenty of houses around.
Let me ask you, man, real quick, and I got two people that are raising their hands, or I guess one of them, but I got how much marketing are you? What kind of marketing? Give me a synopsis. What kind of marketing are you doing, and how much marketing are you doing per week? Measured in hours.
Yeah, for the last 2 weeks, I've slacked off. Haven't really done much. Prior to that, I was putting in two to 2.5 hours of cold calling a day, and then sticky notes for 2 or 3 hours every week. This is about all I can throw out there, and then texting on my own off of my cell phone, 5 an hour. But now that XLeads is back in the picture, I'm setting up a campaign for text messages and going to increase my cold calling and sticky notes.
I was gonna say, so you said you said 2 to 3 hours, 2.5 hours of calling a day, and
Yeah.
then 2 to 3 hours of sticky notes per week. If I were you, I think you probably already know what I'm gonna say, but I would try to,
Reverse those.
yeah, decrease the calling, not stop it, decrease the calling, because 3 hours a day is a good amount. But what you're not doing enough is the sticky notes.
Yeah, I'm gonna set instead of, and I was trying to do just a set amount of sticky notes a week, but it's just not happening.
So
So
so you say 2.5 hours a day of calling. How many days of the week would you say roughly?
5.
So like essentially you're doing like 12, almost 14 hours of calling and only 2 to 3 hours of stickies.
Yeah, I guess when you put it that way, yeah, I see that.
So maybe
And I need to
just
be.
balance. I'm not saying that it's going to fix your life and it's going to make you a billionaire next month, but just try it and see if it does anything. And if you start getting more traction, um,
Yeah.
calling Augusta, is it effective? Yes, because 3,000%. But okay, so like if it takes you 1,000 calls, which it takes you way more than that, but if it takes you 1,000 calls to get a deal in Augusta, it's only going to take you 500 sticky notes to get a deal in Augusta. Does that make sense? So like
Yeah.
what I'm getting at is that sticky notes are going to be more effective in a market like Augusta is than compared to cold calling.
Okay. Okay. And I'm still
There's
getting a
so
couple of
many
calls from
people.
physical bandit signs too.
Sorry, Andrew. There's so many people that love Augusta as a virtual market. So guess what? The only way to do marketing for them is either text them or call in. You can do all three. You're local. So like you have an advantage over all of the people that can only do it virtual. And trust me when I say there's a ton of virtual wholesalers that can only call. So just kind of take advantage of the
Mm,
fact that you're local. Don't stop cold calling. Just do more of the things that a local
that are
person should
local.
do. Yep, that's
Okay.
it.
I'll definitely hit that. I'll definitely hit on that. So next call, I plan on having a deal locked up that we're gonna move
Woo! In a week?
in a week.
What?
I ain't
Okay,
got time to play.
Okay,
Wait,
what if this weekend I have the poll and everybody votes for Monday call? You ready?
I heard
I'm
that.
gonna make myself ready. I'm gonna make myself ready because hear me out now. Because December and January, I was hitting that 50 hours a week between cold calling and sticky notes all over Augusta. Now I'm hitting, and I was seriously doing 3 hours of sticky note driving every day and 5 to 6 hours every day of cold calling. Now I'm back into it. I had to stop, take a job, pay bills. Kids had to eat,
We'll
and
talk
they're
about it.
expensive, all 6 of them. So I'm
They
not
don't
starting
stop eating,
fresh.
huh?
They don't stop eating. We just spent 1,500 at Sam's Club for a month.
Man.
I'm not starting fresh. I feel like I'm just picking up where I left off. My sticky notes are still out there. I'm still getting calls from bandit signs. I'm just increasing the pressure on where I stopped.
That's another thing that I would focus on if I were you is bandit signs. You're in a market to where they'll get taken down, but not as fast as like here for me.
Right.
Yeah,
I've still got
so
some up from 2 months ago.
dude, I'm telling you. So like put up do the things that local people do. Take over,
Okay.
pretend like it's your territory and you about to take over the world, right? And like go knock on pawn shops doors, dude.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. I'm
Go
on it.
talk to
I'm
your local pawn
next week.
shops and bring in something that don't mean shit to you and try to negotiate, just even out of practice. But not only that, and then you say, hey, I was just BSing around. I actually buy houses for a living. If you ever really get somebody that's really, really down bad in here, call me.
Yeah. That's a good idea. Ooh,
I'm
yeah. I'm about to go do that.
I'm telling you. Um, and then Zach talks about it all the time. Another great one is like bail bonds company, right? You mean to tell me that not bail folks ain't getting arrested in Augusta with properties? So
Oh no. Yeah, I got that list. Actually pulled arrest records for the last 2 weeks.
forget the arrest
And I'm
records
about
though,
to go
real
hit the
quick.
bill on soon.
As good as those are, it's different than going straight to the source in the bail bonds and say, hey, if you ever get some property that's tied up and you don't know what to do with it, I can usually liquidate them pretty fast within 2 to 3 weeks, cash in
That's
hand.
a good idea
That's
too.
all they
Okay.
care. If you talk to them like that, bro, that's all they care to hear. They don't want to hear that, oh my God, I buy houses and like, oh, call. I can liquidate whatever. If you got something tied up on a bond in 2 to 3 weeks, I can get it liquidated for you. And they're like, oh my God. Like,
Okay,
Yeah,
definitely
man.
will hit that. Okay, cool. Cool. Because and the other, I mean, I'm not scared to lock something up because you and I have worked on contracts before. We've had them locked up. You've got buyers. I think we can move stuff fast.
I do have buyers, and if it's a good deal, yes, I can move them fast. I agree.
So I think
So
I'm gonna put everything I got into this. I ain't gonna send you shit.
send me. Sometimes you got to go through shit to find. You got to like pick it apart. So I don't mind it, man. It's fine. As long as as long as at least you present you know what I'm saying? You at least package it up a certain type of way. Because a lot of times the problem with folks, man, is that they deliver, and I don't want to say the word because we may have kids on the call, but they deliver BS, and then they
Yeah,
not only do they deliver BS, they don't even try to mask the smell or nothing. They just here, blah, and they splash it in
take
your
it.
face. Like, dude, can you at least package it up and like make it seem like you care? You are the type of person that makes it seem like you care, and you're just going through a transition right now where, dude, sometimes I like a lot of people that have been doing it we're guessing, right? Like it's
Oh
a
yeah,
well educated, and sort of the longer you do it, the more educated your guess becomes. But dude, it's a fucking it's an educated guess. I know my mentor is 14 years, Nathan, that lives. We look at each other sometimes and he be like, I don't know. And it makes me feel good because even somebody that's been doing it for 15 years still
yeah,
has those I don't know moments, right? And he
yeah,
made
yeah.
millions of dollars. So
Well, I'm definitely gonna hit those spots and get something under contract. But I don't want to take up everybody's time because I know other people got questions for you. I
it's all
greatly
good, man.
appreciate you.
No, I appreciate you joining, man. Let me see who else had um who is on the call that voted? Let me see for the so I got so hold on real quick. Linda has her hand raised. Hey Linda,
Oh, hey, how are you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Good, thank you. Hey, we've been looking into the records that we talked about. Oh,
So
my son's here, Kyle.
yeah, so we
Okay.
sent in like on the page that you're on, we did for Riverside, LA County, and San Bernardino.
Yeah.
Then they told us that you got to go through a certain avenue. So like I did Los Angeles, they told me to do this. I submitted the record. They said you have to go through building and safety, but I'll go through building and safety, and it's kind of like a loop where it's like a 311, and then they keep sending you back to a number. I finally did get through, but it went to automated voicemail for the housing and safety, so I still never got to talk to anyone. So I left a message a few days ago, and then I left another one today. But I'm just trying to see maybe there's another avenue I'm missing.
Yeah, for sure. So I one thing is that I've never had much experience with like Los Angeles per se.
Riverside.
And I can see that one being one of the cities to where you're just gonna get tossed around, right? Like a doll. So let me see if I can um maybe pull up something to where Los Angeles like and you're talking about like LA, like Los Angeles City.
Oh, so we did do Riverside and LA. But yes,
San
the
Bernardino.
and San Bernardino.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Riverside.
But LA was the only one so far that kind of just got us stuck in a loop, and then Riverside just hasn't we have to go
Dead
through.
end, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we still got to do the same thing with them, and they kind of threw us in a loop. I'm just trying to see if there's a better way of doing it.
Or the right way to do
Yeah,
it.
the right way.
Well,
Because
that's
they,
for sure.
yeah.
There's no such thing as like the right way. Let's see if maybe we can find a way to maybe. So I just typed in what I normally would when I'm in a new market to see if I could even find anything, and it's the same thing I always do. Los Angeles, California, open records request, and it's usually always should be the first website. Um, how to submit a request should be sent directly to the department the requester believes to be in possession of the records. Okay. Oh, you um Facebook, Instagram. See, LA is different. You see, you can even hit them up on the Facebook. Like I ain't never seen that before. That's crazy. cannabis ready. Oh, come on now. I'm telling you, LA is different.
So it
That's
says the
doing it
building safety. It's the
right here.
DS DBS LA City. And then from here, usually the numbers will just give a 311 number, and that's what kind of or automated voicemail.
Have you looked at this part right here? Enforcement.
Yes, I looked to the phone number area, and then it said make a call, but
Gotcha. Check complaint status, report violation, reporting code violations, vacant buildings. For code violation regarding property.
Right.
Ooh, for problems with exterior hoarding. Like you gotta be like you would think you could just kind of like go and talk to these people, and say, hey, like I'm not gonna get rid of the people, but like I can kind of turn this place around. But I'm sure that, that's why I'm like LA, you got let me ask you this while I'm continuing to search. Is there a particular reason why you guys are pulling Los Angeles data?
uh so originally we did look at a few other ones. We just live in LA. We could pull up like Vegas. That was our next one. I wanted to see if that was an option. Um, we looked at Texas before, but like you said, sticky notes were pretty good. I've been doing mostly texts and phone calls.
Yeah,
I thought if I did a local market, I could probably do sticky notes here.
fair enough.
That was my only thought. Other than that, yeah.
Do you have any opinion about the Nevada offhand? I don't hear much about that as
Do I,
being a
sorry, do
market.
I, sorry, Linda, do I have any opinion about what?
Yeah, as far as Nevada being a good market or a state
Las Vegas.
Las Vegas a good state to work with, or is there problems with Nevada?
Vegas is, I know a few people that are
Okay.
successful, but so the problem with people when they ask if it's a good market, right? So I think people need to maybe like tweak that question a little bit because is a great market for somebody that's already well established. So like I know a few people that are doing like some damage in the state of Nevada, but I also know that number one, they're local and they've hit their head so many times locally to get where they are. So I don't, it's a great market, but is it a good market for somebody that's just starting out and for somebody that's not local? I don't think so. I really don't. LA,
Mm.
that's why when I think on the last call, I was like, what, you guys should probably just, I think it's good to stay within the city because it's your backyard, but focus on the outskirts. I was only asking why you were pulling LA, but now I remember that you guys are actually like local too there. So that makes more sense.
Yeah.
Um,
So we thought of doing Riverside or anything that would seem good. That was the main reason. Like you said, if we're not local to like Texas or something, it's a little
well,
more.
but Kyle, Texas is different than Las Vegas. Nevada, I really don't know any other place, but maybe because I'm ignorant to the fact, but I don't know nobody else, nowhere else outside of Las Vegas, really. That's a good
Yeah.
market in my so Texas, oh boy. I mean, there's like the sky's the limit when it comes to sub markets. Like, I'm not telling you to come to Texas and go to Austin or San Antonio or even Dallas um or Houston. But like if you go, I think it was a few weeks ago on our first couple of calls, I had posted a maps of my virtual markets that I believe to be the best in the state of Texas. Now, I think it had like the big cities like San Antonio and Austin in there, but out of 30, I think like 20 of them were like really more than that, but they were all sub markets. All great markets to where you can still be competitive doing it virtually by calling and stuff like that while still doing your local backyard. I am not finding any luck, guys.
Yeah.
But I am going to no, but like this is the point, like this is the point of me, right? So like I'm not Um, gonna always maybe find it on the call like I did earlier for, I think it was Scott. But I'm gonna take a note, and then between me and you guys, shoot me a message. And I may not get to you today. I may not get to you tomorrow. And to be quite frank with you guys, I may not even get to you next week, but I will. I promise you that I will get back to you. And I'm either gonna get back to you and say, hey, this is the website, happy hunting, or like, hey, I really looked and it ain't there. So I'm gonna let you know what I'm gonna look more into it, essentially, is what I'm telling you. And if I find anything, guys, I will let you know.
Okay. Thank you, Luca. We
Of
really
course, guys.
appreciate it.
Linda, was that you on the school that was asking about the tickets?
Yeah, I was asking about it. I know people in the past have, there's always been some talk, people get a little anxious, but
Hmm?
this time we were actually going to go and in
Nice.
Riverside and yeah. So then we did, I finally did get an answer back from support and they said it should be April 1st that they're getting, get back to us and let us know something or details or whatever.
Now that we're a little bit in a more secluded setting, the reason why they do that is they actually
Oh,
release they release the tickets well before, like, um not very far in advance, because
okay.
unfortunately in like the first event they had people that ended up sharing all the details, and people that wasn't supposed to be at the event showed up.
Mhm. Okay.
So they keep it secluded. Your tickets will come. Um, and
Well,
even if they don't, I'm pretty sure that by now Zach knows if you can kind of pull up and show that, hey guys, I am actually
yeah.
right, and then I did submit it, you're gonna get them let in the door. So,
I guess just even if, when you originally send your information in that you want to attend, maybe some confirmation, reply email
I
saying we
agree.
got your info because we got nothing. Like I don't
I
even know that we
agree.
got it right. Yeah.
It is a blessing, and it's a blessing and a curse.
Yeah.
But it's
Okay.
just because you're not used to it, and
I know.
it's coming. Don't worry.
Thank you.
Of course, of course. Guys, I'm gonna take it's gonna be tough, but I'm gonna let y'all battle it out. I'm gonna take one more like dying question that has to be about data. And then I'm gonna go have dinner with my family, even though they probably already ate, but that's okay. I want one more question though that's data related. No questions? Malik, maybe it's Malik. Oh, because Malachi is not here. I was gonna say Malachi. I knew he was gonna pop off with a question. Aaron got no question. Okay, no
I'm
question.
stuffing I'm stuffing my face, bro.
That's what I'm about to go. I was like, hey, no question. I go ahead. We can end it now. Thank you guys for joining the call again. I hope that, oh my God, who is dwindling on my screen?
To
Uh,
export the
yeah, Tanya.
the data from the Dallas, the public search,
Yeah,
there's a fee for those.
you export. Yeah, don't export it. I
Just
yeah, we
write
can
it
kind of
down.
go through it one by one, because regardless, you have to go through the document. Exporting it, you would have to essentially, it's you're saying that you want to buy the sort of the copies.
Ah, okay, okay.
You don't care to buy the car. You could just go through it. And then what I think you should do, Tanya, I don't know what your marketing budget is, or your VA budget, or if you even have but like the goal is to like learn how to do it, record yourself doing it, and delegate that as soon as you can, because I'm going through it right now. There is a data set that I'm pulling still personally, um, and it's not fun. So I'm just saying this to say is that make it your goal to delegate the task, because you're gonna burn not you because it's you, but just anybody, you're gonna burn yourself out, and you're gonna be like, I don't even want to do this anymore. But like these records are these are the ones that's where it's important to stay consistent every day. Hit them with a text, hit them with a call, hit them with a whatever. These are the ones to stay consistently doing it. So that's why it's important to delegate so you don't get burnt out by pulling them.
Thank you.
For sure. All right, thanks, guys. I will clean up the video from last week. I will post it in the recordings along with, I don't think I shared any addresses here. So don't think I'll have to clean this one up, but appreciate y'all joining. Y'all know where to find me if y'all got questions. All right.
Thank you. Appreciate the help.
Thank you, Luca.
Sure. All right, guys.
Thank you.
All right, bye.
Later.
Later.